Hey, I'm John Kramer here with my review of episode 6 of HBO's Sunday night comedy Silicon Valley. And this episode, with the unfunny title Party Insourcing, was absolutely a comedic apotheosis because they finally got all the bugs worked out of this baby and the engine is purring and they put the funny pedal to the funny metal, all of which was actually illustrated in the show when Jared got hijacked by a self-driving Prius in what was probably the funniest cutaway the show has done so far. And haven't we all wondered what it would be like to take a spin in one of those? But back in the world of Pied Piper, the boys have found they're having some trouble working with the cloud and wind up having to hire an obnoxious but brilliant Adderall-dependent kid hacker named Kevin to save their bacon. But which instead leads to catastrophe when Richard allows the kid to treat him like a kid. And along the way, we get to attend a Satanic Baptism and meet Gilfoyle's very hot girlfriend, Tara, who he uses as a pawn in a joke he plays on Dinesh, who brings along Erlich for the ride. But for me, the funniest moment in the show came when Richard's drug deal with a group of suburban kids goes hilariously bad, and Erlich must once again come to the rescue in a scene which you absolutely cannot miss. Now, sadly, this was the first episode they've done without the late Christopher Evan Welsh's character in the mix, but this idea they've come up with of removing Peter Gregory to a man-made platform in the middle of the ocean on top of the international date line is extremely clever and will hopefully lead to Monica taking a more active role as Peter's go-between with Pied Piper, so we'll get to see her do a bit more than pop in for 10 seconds here or there. Now, other than that tiny detail, this episode was flawless and left me hungry for more, so I'll be back here next week with my review of episode 7 of Silicon Valley, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, and join me on Beamly, where I host the Silicon Valley Room, as well as the SNL Room, where you'll want to be sure to want to be there on Saturday when the show ends its 39th season with Andy Samberg at the hosting helm. Oh, and don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up.